Anytime somebody says something abrasive, they're going to get some kind of attention. Trump has proven that. But to make stuff up, and that's exactly what has happened on one of the networks, for the Republicans not to come out and be clean on this, we went through one of the most exhaustive vetting processes in the last presidential election. And here we are when we have got 99ers out there. We've got gas prices going through the roof. We've got foreign issues that are at the table like they've never been before. And what are we doing as a country? We're focusing on this kind of garbage. Why? Because I think the media has failed in its job. You know, the question is, when do the facts become facts? How many facts do we need as broadcasters to step up to the plate and say, you know what? This is really a non-starter. It's a non-story. And this isn't what really Americans are concerned about. What the Republicans believe should not be the news story, because facts do matter. And I think the media is responsible in many respects for the way this whole thing, all this garbage, the way it's played out. Now, the #1 carnival barker in America got the news when he was on his helicopter this morning. The president put Trump to shame today. But that didn't stop the slime bucket from Manhattan from inventing a victory lap. Watch this.
I'm very proud of myself because I've accomplished something that nobody else has been able to accomplish. I'd want to look at it, but I hope it's true so that we can get on to much more important matters, so the press can stop asking me questions. He should have done it a long time ago. Why he didn't do it when the Clintons asked for it, I don't know. But I am really honored, frankly, to have played such a big role in hopefully getting rid of this issue.
He's proud. Donald Trump is proud of himself that he can hog the cameras, that he can invent a story, that he can make up lies. He's proud of himself. Well, he's showing America that he doesn't deserve to be anywhere near the Oval Office or to have any political party endorse him for anything. The man has no character, he has no integrity, and his bank account is no measurement of any of that. He says he's proud. Well, I guess maybe we better follow his lead again tonight. I am proud. I'm proud that the Ed Schultz radio show and the Ed Show here on MSNBC never really got involved in any of this birther talk, because I believe the President of the United States, and there was plenty of evidence by many sources out there that he was born in the United States of America. And on this program, a little over a week ago, I endorsed Donald Trump. I want him to run against President Obama because I think this is really who the Republicans are. And the fact of the matter is that when I asked the question if Donald Trump really wants to be a public servant or a media whore, I think he answered that question today. It's media whore, in my opinion. Public service, think about that. Trying to do something for someone else, trying to make a difference in people's lives. That's what being a public servant is all about. Trump is about Trump and all about Trump and always has been all about Trump. And Trump wasn't the only Republican presidential candidate to react to this story today. Mitt Romney tweeted, what President Obama should really be releasing is a jobs plan. Really, Mitt? Where the hell is your jobs plan? The president has a jobs plan, and that's why we're adding jobs in this country. And, of course, Newt Gingrich had to slime it up with some talking points at Talking Points Memo. All I would say is, why did it take so long? This whole thing is very strange. Yeah, it's strange just like your personal life, Newt. You got some explanation on your character? And John Boehner took a break from lying about subsidies for oil companies today to weigh in on the president's birth certificate. Hiding behind his spokesman, Brendan Buck, Boehner says this: Obama's birth certificate has long been a settled issue. The speaker's focus is on cutting spending, lowering gas prices, and creating American jobs. If John Boehner thinks this is settled, he needs to show some leadership tonight and force the Republicans in the House to drop the birther bill that they're trying to push through. But don't hold your breath, because we all have to remember what the Speaker of the House told Brian Williams.
The state of Hawaii has said that President Obama was born there. That's good enough for me.
Would you be willing to say that message to the 12 members in your caucus who seem to either believe otherwise or are willing to express doubt and have co-sponsored legislation along those lines?
Brian, when you come to the Congress of the United States, there are 435 of us. We're nothing more than a slice of America. And people come, regardless of party labels, they come with all kinds of beliefs and ideas. It's the melting pot of America. It's not up to me to tell them what to think.
All kinds of beliefs and ideas. In other words, well, facts might be facts, but that doesn't matter for lawmakers. Hell, they can just make stuff up. You know, no matter how the Republicans spin this, they own this issue. They own this story. They've been peddling it. Republicans have introduced birther bills, heck, in state legislative sessions all over America. Why? Because they think they can get people to believe that President Obama doesn't deserve to be in the White House. Elected Republicans and, of course, the hate merchants on right-wing radio across America have fueled this conspiracy theory for years. And it's had an effect. Conservatives have convinced 45% of Republicans that President Obama was born in a different country, and another 22%, they don't know where the hell the president was born. Isn't this a sad state of affairs in this country right now? That our president was at a point where he felt compelled to come out one more time and serve it up to the American people that this is wrong. I wonder what they're saying in government high school classes across America right now. Republicans refuse to accept the truth. America's first black president, how sad it is, he's had to show his papers again to the people. And as I said earlier in this commentary tonight, you know, the president's human. He probably sits home at night with his wife and his kids and has this constant pounding on the news about whether he's really an American enough, whether he's good enough. Republicans have proven again that they are morally and intellectually bankrupt when it comes to good ideas for this country and to fair play and to honest play. The President of the United States did exactly what he should have done today, and the President of the United States tonight put this whole issue right where it belongs, in the joke column at a fundraiser. Get your cell phones out. I want to know exactly what you think on this tonight. Tonight's question: will President Obama's long-form birth certificate finally silence the birthers? Text A for yes, text B for no to 622-639, and you can go to our blog at ed.msnbc.com and, of course, give us a comment. We'll bring you the results later on in the show. Politics, of course, played a huge part in this birther mess. Ugly politics with racism simmering underneath it all. Reverend Al Sharpton and Professor Michael Eric Dyson will join me in a moment, and later Eric Boehlert of Media Matters on how right-wingers bought and brought it to the American people day